And that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Raider ball carrier.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Carr going to throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a Raider first down.
What now?
From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
5-yard attempt.
Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Hey, Ridley. 44 is the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Hey, 43, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3, Chiefs nothing.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Buying time to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing his car on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
At the 18-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really fluid around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
A loss of 1. Brings up
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And it's 21-3.
Kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Mahomes.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Point after.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
694.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And this offense continues to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
At the 6-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, live in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIEs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.